Excel Module 4, Instructions for Brooks Four-Year Plan. Go ahead and open the attached workbook. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller. Here we go. We're going to put in the today's date formula in A2, formulas, date and time, and today, and OK. Click in A4, type January, use your fill handle, and go all the way down to A15, which is December. And then we're going to fill in the titles, column titles, 2019, 2020, and so forth. But first, I want to fill in column E. So don't worry about commas or dollar signs. You do have to put the decimal in. And you're just going to type the numbers you see. And then just press enter. And if you have the number keypad, I would use that because it also has the decimal. So go ahead and fill those in. So I will delete this object later. I'm just going to move it over for a moment. And then I'm ready for totals. So I'm going to do auto sum. And it should be equal sum B4 through E4. Check. And then go ahead and use your autofill. Now when I go to do my column total, when I choose auto sum, it wants to include B3, which is 2019. And you can see the formula equals B3 through B15. And because it's a number and wants to include it. So I'm just going to press enter and undo. So you could use your auto sum and then just reselect starting here in B4 and go all the way down to B15. So it's B4 to B15. You are not including the title, the year 2019. It sees it, Excel sees it as a number and it's right aligned, but we want it to be a title. So that's one thing you can do. And you do get a message here, the green triangle, and that's telling you that there's an error. You're omitting an adjacent cell. So that's what it's telling you. You could tell it to ignore it, but I'm just going to delete it. There's another way you can do it. So if I knew 2019, anytime I type in numbers, it automatically puts it to the right because it's a number. But if I knew I wanted it to be, it's going to be a title, and I wanted Excel to understand that it's a title and not to include it in formulas, I would type an apostrophe. And then I would type 2019. And when I press enter, it's going to remain at the left. And I do get the error message where it's saying a number is stored as text, which is exactly what you want. You can also tell it to ignore so that the green triangle goes away. I'll do that after, but I just want to show you. Now when I do the auto sum, it doesn't even include B3. It automatically starts at B4. So that's what I want. So I'll go ahead and do my check mark and then go ahead and drag it across. And then for the title, excuse me, for the title, I'll use my fill handle and it should be 20, 20, 21, and 22. And you get the green triangle. And again, if you want, you can just tell it to ignore it for all of them. And then I can use my, if I wanted to do cell styles and pick a different shading, I could. I could also put them in the center, maybe put them in bold. For the values, I'm going to select all of them starting in B4 all the way to F16, and I'll choose the accounting format style. I will type totals in A16, and then I can go ahead and apply the merge and center for the title, make it the title a little larger. It's up to you if you want to change the color, maybe the shading. Now I can change the color of the font because you can't see it, and maybe put it in bold. And then the subtitle, I'll also do merge and center, maybe not increase the size to keep it as is, or you could put it in italic. So hopefully you have this correct total that I have. So now I can go ahead and delete that object. And let's see how this looks to print. File, print. Again, because the default setting is in the upper left corner, so I will choose page setup. And it will all fit on one page, so I can keep it portrait. I'll go to margins, horizontal, vertical, and then I'll go to header footer. This time I'm going to do a custom footer. And it's the same information, the date, file name, and then my name, your name. and then click OK and OK, and there you have it. And that is a save and submit.